but somehow.
Well, I just think culturally the pathways are just not there. I mean, we know
the coaches are too mean. They just bully the kids. Otherwise, I would have been pro.
Oh my God, your French talent would have shone through. No, that's what you probably did to make the A's as well. You probably like, je m'appelle Oscar, and they're like, oh my God, he's French.
No,
get him in the first team right now.
They do. They were like, oh, if anyone thinks they're good enough to be in the A's, just come over here.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And I was like, oh fuck it, I'll go.
Yeah, I remember that exactly. And I just waltzed off in there.
And then they just started like pointing at people like, no, you go to the other square.
No, it was the funniest thing ever. They were like, if you're good enough to play in the A's or B's, go to this. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm in there. and I went in there. But I specifically went to the B's because I knew if I went in the A's, I'd be called out right away.
I was like, no, I belong in the A's, I do.
If I went in the A's, I'd be called out immediately, and I'd be like, oh, this guy's like a F player. Like, let's get him back there. But I went in the B's and sort of hid. So I was, and I picked a position. I picked centre back, and I was good at defending. Don't get me wrong. I was actually a decent defender. But yeah, I was I picked the one position that nobody else liked because no one picks. Who picks centre back? Everyone does striker. Everyone picks either midfield or striker. Nobody picks defence or goalkeeper. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to be a goalkeeper. Am I? That's just boring. So I was like, you know, I'm going to be a defender. And nobody else volunteered to be defence in the Bs. So I was in there. Right. I was in there. And year 7 Bs, I was a star player. Really? Don't you get me wrong. I was on the cusp of moving up. Don't you?
Really? I don't remember that.
Well, look, if I'd improved my...
I don't even remember who the centre backs were in the A's. Can't have been that good. I don't remember them.
Yeah, well, the problem with me was I'm like, you know Wan-Bissaka? I'm like that guy. I'm a great defender. But on the ball, I'm just a bit dodge. I'm just like... But... So, yeah, I have a tendency
I had all the skills, just lacked the confidence.
You had the hereditary gift. You were from France.
No, I wasn't from France.
Guaranteed you were about to get moved down and you were like, no. S'il vous plaît?
Why
S'il vous plaît, mi français? Thierry Henry? S'il vous plaît? And they're like, oh my God.
If they wanted to move me down, they could have.
I don't think they... Yeah, but...
Although, to be fair, in year 8, this one coach did roast the shit out of me in a preseason game.
Really?
It was like and it was probably the worst half I've ever played. Like, I was awful. And he's just I've come off the field and he's like, Oscar, what the fuck are you doing? That was absolutely shit. And I was like, I was about to cry. I was so scared. And I was like, yeah, fuck this cunt, I'm out of here. And I quit the next year.
Did you actually, is that why you quit?
Kind of. He was a dickhead. And it's because they made you train like 5 days a week as a 13-year-old. And I was like, nah, this ain't fun anymore. Oh,
yeah, I quit when I didn't make the summer team. I was like, nah, get out of here, bro. I was like, no. Because I remember...
I did the summer thing, and because I wanted to play basketball, but they were like, I'll do the summer thing. And I was like, I want to play basketball, so I'm just going to quit.
Well, yeah, I remember I was friends. I was like really good friends in year 7, or I think it was year 7 or year 8, with 2 players from the A's, and we sit together in class, and it...
What, not me?
No, it wasn't me. And then it got like announced that like somebody found out that the teams that had been selected for... the summer program, and they got selected.
Did people actually apply and not get into that? I thought it was just only for the A's or something.
Well, yeah, no, the thing was, it was for the A's and like 3 players from the B's, so I obviously wasn't going to get selected. But I still applied for it anyway because I wanted to do it because I couldn't be bothered with cricket anymore. So I got picked, and then these 2 kids next to me got fucking the email and were like, oh my God, yes, high five. And I'm looking at my email, refreshing it, going, oh no.
I remember that. They sent you emails like, congratulations, like, oh fuck, wow, I'm so cool, I got it.
And I'm like, oh. And then I looked at my email and kept on refreshing it. And they're like, have you got in? Yep, I got in.
You told them you got in.
I can't remember what I said, to be honest, but I just remember being so upset because I was like, oh God, I got to do cricket again. Far out.
Oh,
Get pelted by a fucking ball every training session. That was another thing. Cricket I was decent at in year 6, but I got into this habit of doing late cuts all the time because I watched too much Joe Root. You know how he does that? Right, yeah, you know that late cut? So every time, and I did it partially so the ball wouldn't hit me. So I'd do like just do on the back foot, do a late cut. But I do it on my stump, so I'm like my middle stump.
You just edge it on every time.
No, I got clean bowled. I'm like, oh God, I missed it.
The coach is like, "We'll stop being a T-Rex, mate. What are you doing?"
And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm really sorry."
Pop the fucking ball, Ollie.
And then I got like demoted because of that.
You're
and also,
demoted.
the other reason why I got dropped, or I got like put down in the trial process, I learned how, you know, that James Faulkner.
They also in cricket, they were also like, if you think you're good, go to this net.
Yeah.
Some old stuff.
But yeah, I did. You know how James Faulkner, back in the day, used to have that behind the back of the hand slow ball.
Yeah.
I learned how to do that, but the thing is, I did it way too much. So the coach thought that was my normal. The coach thought that it was my normal bowling action. So he's like, "What the fuck are you doing, you retard?" And he's like, "Bro, can you just bowl like a normal human?" And I'm like, "Oh, sorry, bro." So yeah, that was the funniest thing ever. But yeah, cricket, football, I always got rejected for. It broke my heart when I was a kid. So funny. It's funny to look back on it, but Jesus Christ, I did some stupid stuff. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, that was some weird insight into our school life. But okay,